truth in the word. Hey. Let the whole world see. Right here, right now. Up on TR.
I want to swear right here. That's amazing. I remember my first indoor lacrosse game, and I'm going to say it right here. And I had a joke about it, but now you tell me it's the national sport of Canada. But I went to an indoor lacrosse game, two of them in the late 80s in Pittsburgh. We had a team, I believe, or at least we had people coming to Pittsburgh to play, and it was one of the most exciting things I've ever seen live. Lacrosse is an amazing sport. I don't know if you have to see it live or what, but I was blown away by two things. One, I was near the glass and the ball hit the glass, and that MFer is hard. And also, you guys hit each other with the stick. How bad does that hurt? Does the stick give any, like... I decided then I didn't want to play.
You were probably watching Pittsburgh. They had a pro team there at that time. So that's probably what you watched. Was there quite a few fans there?
It was a decent crowd. It was the Civic Arena where the Penguins play.
Well,
but I did get up on the glass without a ton of money, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, in that league, they used plastic sticks. But the wood handles, some of them had wood handles, so they would try to hit you with the wood part, not the plastic tip. So they'd whack you with a wood part. But when I was playing, the whole stick was wood. The head, they were handmade in Canada from Native Americans, made out of hickory. So they specialize in making a whole stick.
So
when you got that stick, it was your lifeline. You babied that thing and hope it didn't break. Because sometimes it would last for 3 or 4 years, but you always had a backup. But the first one you had was the one you basically lived with and slept with on your bed, by your bed, and as a kid growing up until you break the thing, and then you got to find another one and break it. This is
fascinating to me because, like in baseball and in hockey, like I know there might be a favorite here and there, but like equipment is expendable. But in lacrosse, the equipment means something personally to a person, and you get to hit people with equipment, which you can't do in most other sports except boxing. You can use the glove. Lacrosse is a really interesting.
I still use a wood stick today.
Sports.
When I play with it, I don't use those plastic sticks because I try to keep it traditional and still use mine. And last time I played was in 2021 in Hawaii at a field lacrosse tournament. And I was the only one with a wood stick there, and they were all amazed.
It's like a hockey player without the helmet, I guess. To them.
Yeah.
Well, you're old
I'm
school.
better with a wood stick. Those plastic sticks are just like on a field. If you go to pick the ball up and it gets stuck in the dirt, they bend, and a wood stick won't. So I still have my wood stick here. I use it all the time. I go down and shoot around at the box.
Listen, if it's close, can we see it? Don't go out of your way, but if it's within reach, I'd love to see it. Let's give it a spotlight.
It's just done like out.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. If it was right there, sure. I didn't want you. I got a note from my producers here. It was the Pittsburgh Bulls.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, in 90 to 93, we had a team.
Yeah,
Major Indoor Lacrosse League. I think. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's what it was. Yeah, you probably watched some good lacrosse. There's some good players there.
I was blown away. And the joke I was going to say was when I say that lacrosse was the best thing I've ever seen live, I was going to wonder if I was allowed back in Canada again, but I think I'm welcome. I think I'm welcome now. It's a fantastic sport. Anybody watching this who has not, if you're from the Pittsburgh area or something like that and you haven't watched lacrosse, go out of your way to see it. This has reawakened my urge to want to discover it some more. So thank you.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was whenever we set this interview up what kind of education I was in for, and I knew you had a past, but this is gold. But so we got to move on, right?
Just one more thing I got to mention is for the lacrosse before we go on to anything else. I just got our team. We had the first World Cup Championships in 1980. There was it was the first one held in Vancouver. So there was the USA, Australia, Canada East, Canada West, and then us, the North American natives. And it was in the papers. It rated Canada East was number one. Canada West number 2. USA was ranked 3, and we were ranked number 4. So our team was all native put together from out west. They picked 7 players from my team, the North Shore Indians, and then they picked all the rest from, because it was Can-Am, so they American natives up in New York State. They were from, all over the place, and then up in Canada. So anyways, we went in there and we should have won the whole thing. We beat the US, we beat everybody. We beat Canada East in the semifinal. Then we go to the final. I just watched the game on TV there, YouTube. I think it was YouTube. But we lost to Canada West in the final. But we got screwed, though, because they started calling us for using an illegal defense after the first period, and we were beating them. And they said, okay, we're going to call you guys on this. You're using an illegal defense. It was kind of bullshit, right? So anyways, it threw our game off and we lost. But we just got inducted into the Indigenous Hall of Fame of Sports.
Congratulations.
All our players.
Everybody.
So myself and all those players that were on the team. So I have to go up to Syracuse pretty soon in May for the inductee and the ceremonies and stuff. So yeah,
if you do get any footage of that, I'd love to see it. Heck, I'd put it on here. I think that's an important thing that you're recognized for all of that, and I think it's amazing. I'd love to hear more about that when it happens.
Yeah,
and congratulations to everybody. I love it. I don't like it when you don't get recognized in the moment, but like whenever those mistakes are made, whenever we catch up and go, hey, you know what, that was something that changed the world, even for a moment. But that moment changes everything in the future.
Lots of good friends from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted, so you talked about watching the old game footage. Do you feel the same way about like old acting footage or even current acting footage? Or are there roles you go back and can watch in the same way or with the same fondness? Or do you watch them at all?
Think so. I go back and I look at it and I say, oh yeah, okay, that's my first start. And I still have fondness for my first stuff. Yes, like Canada stuff I worked on, Vinci's Inquest, Vinci Surreal, and little roles on like Supernatural and all those ones that were shooting in Vancouver, Men in Trees.
You have your list is a long list.
One-liners, but I still, I'm glad I did it that way. Got in a little bit at a time, and then started moving up, and then finally, I did my first lead on the Captain.
I can't wait to talk about the Captain. I saw the trailer to that, and I don't know if you're ready, but your face is going to be everywhere. That movie was a perfect vehicle for you. It looks beautiful. It's so well shot. You're acting. I only saw the preview for it, and I was like, I'm watching this movie. It looks amazing. The topic is intense and personal. Without, I don't know. Just from what I saw of a preview, we're gonna go there. We absolutely are. Like that's the big reason we're here as well. To get to that point in your career, you've done a lot of shorts. You've done a lot of one-off acting. Do people, I mean, some of your roles are smaller, but some are bigger. Currently, like people most recently have seen you in Welcome to Derry, 3 episodes there. So have people started recognizing you more on the street or in airports, that sort of thing? Have you found or?
Not so much yet, but every once in a while they'll say, I know you, I saw you on Pathfinder, or I saw you on this and that, but I'm not really worried about it yet, but I just say if it happens, it happens.
I don't even mean worried. I mean, it's a good thing on one hand. People recognize you for your talent and you're getting out there. I'm just wondering if that happened because I think after Captain, I don't know. To me, there was something about
the Capitaine gets shown more. I will because it still really hasn't been shown much in Canada on the big channels. Because it's still going through, it's on Prime Video now, but it's still going through film festivals. And then then I'll go on to CBC in Canada, and then to the native network, APTN. So that'll get me more exposure in Canada once it starts hitting those platforms.
beautiful. So people are, I mean, just we're going to want to watch it just because it's beautiful. And then when they get involved, then they see the level of your acting, and you're the lead here by far. Like, this is your movie. It's an impressive film from just what I've seen, and I'm going to go and watch it. It'll be watched this weekend. I didn't realize it was on Prime, or I would have watched it before talking to you. Shame, I should have looked. Normally I do. I just figured it was so new. I thought I saw the preview on YouTube was posted 3 months ago, I think. So I wasn't even. Yeah. Do you have you been invited? We have to, before we get all the way into Capitaine. Do you have you been invited to your first horror convention yet?
No.
You're going to be. A lot of them, yeah. So I hope you go, and I hope you enjoy. There's a lot of really good people at these conventions, the smaller ones especially, I think, from what I've heard and talked to people and actually seen firsthand. The small ones are just always seem to be more fun. The audience interactions are great. So when it happens, and it will, because you're in the Stephen King universe now, my friend, what's it like? When you got that offer, when you auditioned for the role, when it all came through and it happened, what was it like being in a Stephen King project that's not Maximum Overdrive? I have to clarify.
Well, I have a good story because I love Stephen King, because my first book I really ever read in 1986 was It.
Wow.
And
now you're part of the universe.
The reason I bought the book, because I was going to Thailand for a month for a vacation. Of course, we didn't have anything back then. We read a lot, right? And so I read a little bit here and there, but I saw this big, thick book, and I said, it's got to last me a month. So I grabbed it, and I looked at it, said It. I had no clue what it was. I said, this will do. So I start reading it, and I couldn't put it down. And I was like, it scared me just reading the book. That feeling that it was better than a movie. I had my heart racing at times, and I was like, shit, I was hooked after reading Stephen King. So I read the book in Thailand, and there was one incident where I was sitting in a little, and I'm right into the book, and all of a sudden you hear this bang, and all the lights go out. So I'm sitting in this pitch black room, basically shitting my pants. I was scared, but that's how good the book was. So I kind of froze there. Is that okay?
I froze. Yeah, you're still frozen a little bit. Guys, what are you seeing? Am I moving?
You're moving.
I can hear you.
Yeah, Wayne looks like he froze.
We can hear Wayne.
Same thing.
Yeah. So anyways, that was my experience with It. So when I started reading for it for an audition, because it doesn't say what it is, right? It just says the code name back then was Fairview. So I was like, what's this? So I start reading it, my lines. And I'm going, oh, Derry. The creature sheds. And I go, okay, I know what this is. Okay, yeah, I want this role. I need to get on this role. So my line was, I can't remember, was like 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths, mostly children. It was a long dialogue thing. That's the one I read for, and then that's what we submitted. But then I got it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm on the show. So I'm on one of my favorite shows. So I almost got on another one too, but I was pissed about that one. It was
Star Trek
Predator one, Prey.
Oh wow, that would have been a great one. Yeah.
Because that Terminator, not Terminator, what was it with Schwarzenegger in there? Predator.
Oh, Predator, yeah.
So anyways, I loved that movie, but I didn't know what it was when I read for it. It was like skulls. And then I found out when I was filming in Italy what it was. And I said, what? That was it? Because I had a callback and everything, right? With Dan, the director. And I didn't get it,
I don't remember.
but I found out who got it. And so I watched the movie, and I saw all the dialogue was cut. And what the hell's going on here? So I look over, and my cousin was working with me on Sitting Bull, and she was on it. And I said, well, what happened? And she goes, oh, no, that that guy was labeled a pretendian. So they
Oh.
cut all his dialogue. It ruined my chance. But anyway, so I was so
by the way,
pissed.
that's the first time I've heard that term.
Yeah. So they cut it all out.
Oh, well, that's their mistake. They didn't go with the best actor.
Yeah, that's what I always said. I did a what's that? What the heck is that?
Hey Wayne, before we move on, can we get you to like disconnect and reconnect to the call? Like your face is still frozen. We have the voice, but I think that might fix it, so we get to see you move a little more.
Okay, I gotta get my wife to help me here. 1 second.
Have a great one. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Be safe out there. Treat each other well.